today we are doing a reading on what is blocking you. So this is for my collective that have a goal in mind that they have been working towards, but they feel like either the progress is slow, there's some kind of stagnant energy, something. And for those of us who understand energy, we know that this is not a coincidence, okay? If something is not moving the way that we would like it to, then that means that the energy is not free flowing. And if the energy is not free flowing, it is because something is blocking us. So we're going to get started, and we're just going to ask Spirit, whether it's love, money, your career, or your stability in general, what is blocking my collective? And then we're going to get advice at the end for how we can move these blocks. Butterfly. Oh, okay. Oh my God, collective. So you know what that means. Let me show y'all. You know what that means? There is a transformation that is taking place right now. So for some of you all, this is about the process. Imagine you are a butterfly. You are a caterpillar that is still in the cocoon. And you don't know that you're in the cocoon, but you can feel yourself growing wings. You know that you are meant to fly, but yet you're cooped up in this tight little space where you can't move. And you're trying to figure out why you can't fly right now. And the reason why you can't fly right now is because even though you feel like a butterfly, even though you know you have wings, it's not time yet to break out of that cocoon. There is still more healing that needs to be done. There's still more transformation that needs to take place. So be kind and gentle and patient with yourself at this time, because there's literally nothing you can do about that. If you were to have broken your leg last week, you're not going to get up and run this week. Hey, Skulls. You're not getting up. You're not running anywhere this week. You're healing this week. And for the next few weeks, as a matter of fact. Might even end up taking a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? What is blocking my collective? Leo. So some of you all could be a Leo. For others of you, you could have Leo highly aspected in your chart. You could be dealing with a Leo. These are the signs and synchronicities. One of the messages I just channeled off of that card is this. And that is, this could be about your ego. This could be about you getting your ego in check. It could. Interracial relationship. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing. The new life that you're stepping in, there's a new season that is being prepared for you. And it is completely different than what you are used to. If you come from poverty, you may not even be able to perceive the kind of financial peace and clarity that you're getting ready to step into. And because it is so starkly different, that's what this interracial relationship card was meant for, to compare and contrast and to highlight what it's like to be with someone that's from a completely different background than what we're used to. For this reading, this is talking about stepping into a life that is completely different than that of the one that we are used to. And there is a preparation on the inside of you that is taking place in order to put you in alignment with this new life. There could be somebody that is very codependent on you at this time. Spirit, tell me, what is blocking my collective? What is blocking my collective? Distracted. Okay, so some of you all get distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. So when you get distracted, delays do happen. Okay, and if for some of you all, you are in a healing space, like it said earlier with that butterfly card, if you are going through a transformation, stay dedicated to your personal growth. Don't get sidetracked. Commitment. Marriage, promises, fidelity. Some of you all, okay, this is for just a few of you. I'm pretty sure this can't be for everybody, because I just got a very specific message when commitment came out. Some of you all could be like trapped in some kind of situationship, relationship dynamic with someone where you are hoping that things will move to another, to a higher level of commitment, but it's just simply not happening. But you can't let this person go. You're just, and of course, none of you are trapped. I'm just saying, sorrow, grief, loss, and depression. So some of you all are battling depression about some kind of loss or dealing with some kind of sorrow, and it is kind of locking your energy down and making it hard for you to manifest the way you normally would. Chemistry. For some of you all, this is about a relationship. Some of you all are having a relationship block. Clarity. So there's something that is not clear to you now. I'm also hearing that because it's got truth, intentions, and honesty, and immediately when I saw those keywords, there is somebody who has intentions with you that they're not being transparent about. Now, I'm not saying that they're necessarily malicious intentions, but what I am saying is that if you knew what their true intentions were, hey, I'm good. Good morning. This is for everybody. This is for the collective. So there could be somebody that you are connected to, especially romantic. I'm getting a lot of romantic energy here, where they have intentions with you and they're not necessarily making it clear. And it's not that their intentions are malicious, but it could be that they have no intention on committing, or they have no intentions on moving in with you, or they have no intentions on splitting finances with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say you guys are in a cohabitating situation where you are paying the bills and you're expecting them to go 50-50 with you. Especially if I'm talking to a masculine, this feminine has no intentions of splitting those bills with you. Okay? That's not what she's here for. Garfield. Hey, Garfield. Pain. Yeah. Some of you all are really, you've been through something in your past that is burdening you. Okay, Spirit. As far as this person goes, that is kind of blocking up my collective's energy, what advice do you have for them as far as this person is concerned? What advice do you have for them? How should they deal with this person? The King of Cups reversed. Okay, so some of you all need to turn your back on this person. This could be this is another thing I'm getting. For some of you all, this person has done you wrong more than once. And they apologize, but they're not really sorry. Honest to God, that's the message that came out when the King of Cups popped out in reverse here. This person could also be pretending to be in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're like with a player type. I'm not saying that that's your specific situation, but let's just say, as you know, just to make an example, let's say you're dealing with a player type, and you know, every time y'all talk, you like, you know, I love you, girl. You know, ain't nobody else out there for me. You know, I'm stuck to you like glue. Blah blah blah. Out here singing Sean Paul. I don't really care what people say. I don't care what he say. He is lying. Kate Lee. Hey, Kate Lee. So, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this person could be making it seem like they just so dedicated to you, but as soon as they get off the phone, they run that same line on somebody else. That's just one scenario that I'm seeing here. But this is somebody that is pretending to be sorry. Because I'm also seeing a storyline of somebody having done you wrong, collective, apologize to you, you forgiving them, allowing them back in, and they only apologize so that they can have access to you. They don't apologize because they're actually sorry. The devil. Okay, so some of you all, this is honestly God what I'm hearing. For some of you all, you have really good sex with this person. You're not, it's not easy for you to let them go. For others of you all, you have deep, deep affection for them, but I'm hearing that it's like some kind of trauma bond that you have with this person. It's not a genuine, healthy connection. And the Queen of Wands. One more. What advice do you have for how they should deal with this person? The Page of Swords. Okay. So Spirit is looking at you like, okay, I done gave you 150 intuitive nudges about this person. I have even made it so that they've been exposed to you. And you've been able to see through, you know, whatever. But for whatever the reason, that's not enough proof. And Spirit is telling you, fine, go do your own research here with the Page of Swords. You know what I'm saying? Go through that phone, okay? Go look on their social media. Go see what their ex-girlfriend is talking about, because for some of y'all, that girl that he said, you got nothing to worry about, is sitting up posting stuff about him on her page. Or something silly like that. Go ask around. Go do your own research, because you will find the truth. You will find the truth. Just go be a sleuth. Okay? Spirit, I want to get into, for those of my people who are feeling like they have a financial block. What is blocking their career or their money? What is blocking them? Family. Okay, this is instantly what I heard. Some of you all have family members that call you up like you are Daddy Warbucks. And they are expecting you to help them solve their problems like you don't have problems of your own. And some of you actually try to oblige these people knowing that you don't have it to give. Others of you have so many obligations that you are trying to keep up with, just trying to keep your family together, that you have no money to save. You're paying bills, you're paying rent, you're paying for repairs on the car, you're paying for repairs around the house, you're buying new clothes because the shoes are getting old and there's holes in the socks. You know, stuff like that. It's like the second you feel like you catch up, you fall back. For others of you, this is about a job that is not paying you either what you're worth or what you require. You get what I'm saying? There is, for every, and I'm talking about for everybody, there is a specific dollar amount that every individual person should be making and should know that they should be making in order to live comfortably. Maybe not like a superstar, but definitely comfortably. I can pay my bills. I can save for a rainy day. That way, if I have an unexpected expense, that money is in the bank. I have money for food, I have money for clothes, and then I have a little something left over. So now I'm able to take care of all of my responsibilities, save, and have something left over. For some of you all, you know good and well that you'll never make that specific dollar amount to where you can live comfortably, and it is time to leave that job. But for whatever the reason, you are stuck on this job. Maybe you don't feel like you can get something better. Maybe it's just not, it doesn't feel reasonable or logical for you to pick up and leave that job right now. You feel like you've got to stick it out. For others of you, it could be about the people at the job. You would miss your coworkers. And some of you all have a deep sense of community or family at this place where you work, and you're not willing to leave that behind, or it makes you apprehensive about leaving, releasing, moving on, letting go, walking away. Some of you all need to leave this job. They're never going to pay you what you require. It's not that the job is bad or anything like that, but what you require, they can't afford to pay you. If you make it $15 an hour and you're only getting about 25 hours a week, and you know that you need at least a 35-hour work week, it just is what it is. Thank you, Janikia. I think I said your name right, girl. About what is blocking them in their career. What advice do you have for them? The Two of Pentacles. There's something it's in reverse. The Two of Pentacles is in reverse. There's something y'all gotta let go of. And for a lot of you all, it's this job. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, some of you all may have to go back to school here with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Some of you all need to acquire new skills. So maybe it's not so much about going back to school, but maybe you do need a mentor or something. Maybe you need to move and change departments or something. Maybe you need to look for a promotion. There's something that is going to require a little bit of work from you on your part, and it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's something that you're going to have to work at little bit by little bit by little bit. If you want to move into that other department, but they type in that department and your word per minute typing skill is 25 and they require you to have 40, then that means you got to go home. You got to go do some work. You got to increase your skills. If you need to have some kind of administrative skills, you might have to take a small little class so that you can learn how to work the programs that are in that department. You might have to go over to that department and ask what is required of me to work in this department so that you can match or meet those requirements. But there is some kind of work on your part that has to be done. What other advice do you have for my collective? The Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I just heard here with this Four of Wands in reverse, this is not a happy home. For those of you who are at this job because of community, because you don't want to leave your coworkers, while you do get along with these people, this is still, it's not a happy home, not for real. Not if you're broke, underpaid, and stressed out about your bills. There's nothing happy about that. There's nothing happy about that. And if they're going to think that you think that you're all that just because you want to leave or you want to find a better job or you want to do better for yourself, if you're worried about some kind of backlash about what people got to say, guess what? You won't hear nothing they got to say while you're working your new job and making more money. And for all you know, they're trying to keep you down because they can't stand to see you do no good. They might not be as much of friends as you think they are. With the Four of Wands in reverse, it's not that. Okay, so I didn't know that I froze. I didn't know I froze. The last card that I pulled, though, in case you guys didn't hear, it was the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords represents something that is dead, done, and over with. It is beyond the point of revival, okay? There's something that you're going to have to walk away from, and it's this job. That just is what it is. All right, Spirit. What do you have for my collective about their blockages? Not for you. It just keeps coming out. It's really, really doubling down on this job. This job, it's time to find something better. And if you think you can't do better, then I want you to know that you deserve the desires of your heart. So get clear about what it is that you genuinely want. I'm here to tell you those things, they're real. That's placed in your heart for a reason. You just have to figure out how you're going to go about getting it. You have to come up with a real plan. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself, and nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving at you since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way out of obsessing is radical acceptance and surrender. Spirit wants only the best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. Hey, Christy Boo. Hey, girl. I ain't seen you in a minute. Or maybe I saw you the other day. Were you on here the other day? This is the not for you card, guys. And then the message was exactly what I said. For a lot of you, your blocks is mainly in finance. I got a lot of message for your stability, your career, your finances. What I want to say about that is that a lot of y'all are forward thinking. You're about personal progression because we understand what happens inside of here comes outside into our tangible world. We understand that, and a lot of you all know that. Based on what I just read here, that's your main concern. That is the issue on your heart, your bank account. And I don't blame you, because however much money I got, it does dictate just how happy and comfortable I'm going to be in this life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what there is something wrong with? Not believing that you can have what you desire. And once you believe, then you can achieve. Put together that real goal. I want y'all to do some journaling. And I just heard to pull you guys a self-care card. So before I get up out of here, I'm going to do that real quick. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. It does help my channel. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description below. I'm going to pull you guys this self-care card. Okay, I know I wasn't tripping, Chrissy, because I was like, I could have sworn I just seen her the other day. I used to see you all the time, so I'm happy to see you back in action. That money is a muff, ain't it? That money, okay? That money. People try to act like money is the root of all evil. No, evil is evil, okay? Evil is the root of all evil. If the difference between me being in a warm house and a cold house is going to dictate how happy I am, and I need to pay my bills, I need that money. Okay? My clothes start to get old. I can't afford to buy new clothes. Of course, I'm not going to be as happy as I could be if I had clothes. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. Let's read the message for ground yourself. Look at her, y'all. She's meditating. She's one with the earth. She's growing roots. She's got a rainbow and a flower on her head. I'm trying to be like her. I am grounded, stable, and strong. Come into the present moment, connect with the earth, and stabilize yourself in a harmonic state through grounding. This practice helps you integrate higher messages and callings by bringing them fully into your physical body through the earth's energy field. To ground yourself, sit or walk barefoot on the ground. Meditate on the sensation of connecting with the earth. Close your eyes and imagine your body growing roots into the ground. Visualize the roots going deep, all the way to the center of the planet. Picture yourself drawing in the energy from the earth's core and using it to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. When you open your eyes, allow yourself to feel calm, centered, and clear. You can also ground yourself by eating a nourishing meal that contains root vegetables, gardening, shaping things with clay, or spending time in nature. Find an activity that makes you feel fully present in your body and appreciative of the connection you have to Earth. So that is the message for ground yourself. They actually gave you a step-by-step. That was the most accurate description of what a grounding meditation looks like. A lot of people don't know how to meditate. And when people say, I want to work on my chakras, and they tell you start with your first chakra, which is your root chakra. The root chakra is about getting grounded. And when people want to meditate and focus on that root chakra, that is probably the most accurate description of what a meditation like that looks like. I have never seen something written so beautifully before in my life. So that was your message, guys. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help my channel. If you would like a personal reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is below. And I will see you guys on the next one. Literally, I'm hopping right back on so that I can do a Leo reading. So if for my Leos out there, I will see you in just a couple minutes.